Hey, this is John Assaraf, and I've got a question for you. Have you ever felt like you maybe were not good enough or smart enough or had the skills to really achieve your goals and dreams? And as a result of feeling that way, it held you back from really taking action and stepping into your greatness? Well, if you're like me and like millions of other people, the answer is probably yes. Now, Tony Robbins is a friend of mine, and 20 some odd years ago, I had the opportunity to go and watch one of his events live for 3 days. And I thought that he was absolutely masterful being on stage, teaching, and getting people to really associate their goals and dreams with what they wanted to achieve in their lives, and then getting them to take action. Well, in 2000, when I wrote my first book, The Street Kid's Guide to Having It All, I also wanted to be able to share what I had learned in building companies and in overcoming my own fears of not feeling good enough, not feeling smart enough, and not feeling like I had the skills to really achieve the success that I wanted in teaching people how to break free and get over their fears or doubts or feelings of uncertainty and lack of confidence. Well, what happened when I started to teach people what I had learned about my own life's experience is I compared myself to Tony Robbins. Now, 25 years ago or so, Tony Robbins was already a pro at what he did, and I was a beginner. And so I was comparing where I was compared to where he was. And by looking at the skills and the strategies and the abilities that he had at that time, that caused me to feel like I wasn't good enough and I wasn't able to really do what he did. Now, that is a mental trick that our brain plays on us whenever we are looking to do something that we may not yet know how to do, where we're lacking the confidence, the certainty, and the skills. And everybody has these types of fears. Now, what I can share with you from the latest neuroscience research is when you have this feeling, this emotion of not being good enough, it creates a fear circuit to light up in your brain that actually stops the motivational center from your brain from taking action. The fear circuits light up something called the right prefrontal cortex in your brain that actually takes all of the memories that you have from your past, all of your experiences, and it projects into the future all of the potential negative, painfully emotional, financial things that could go wrong. And that causes most people to freeze, to run away, or to fight against it. Now, everybody has fears, and these fears cost most of us years and so much of our energy trying to fight against. And so here's what I'd like to share with you. One of the ways that I was able to really get myself to the next level and the next level beyond, even though I was comparing myself to one of the great masters in the world, Tony Robbins, I was able to use some brain retraining tools and techniques to not just take action, but to be able to recognize the fears that I had. I learned how to reframe them. I learned how to release the emotion that was holding me back. And then I was able to retrain my brain to start taking more action, which did what? Helped me gain more confidence, more certainty, and while I was upgrading my knowledge and my skills on becoming a better presenter, on becoming a better teacher, and becoming a better strategist of what needed to be done and then doing it, I was able to bridge the gap between where I was and where I wanted to be. So what I'd love to do is I'd love to share with you the latest in neuroscience research on how you can learn to recognize the fears that are holding you back, learn how to change the way you're looking at them by reframing them using the latest brain research, then learning how to release the emotions, which are nothing more than waves of energy that are within your body, and then learning how to retrain your brain so that you're not paralyzed by fear, but that you learn how to use your fear and turn it into your fuel. If you're ready to learn some of the latest evidence-based scientific methodologies for turning your fear into fuel, join me for my upcoming webinar, and I'll show you some amazing tools and techniques to turn your life into the amazing success that you want it to be. All you need to do is register on this page, and you'll get registered for the webinar right now, and I'll share with you mind-blowing ways to turn your fear into fuel.